Welcome back to Suns Valley Podcast, everybody. Not a lot going on story-wise for the Phoenix Suns. Do you really want me up here making more videos about how DA can't stand Monty's guts and how Ayton plays video games 23 hours a day and how we're not going to get Kevin Durant this offseason? Like, that's all boring. It's been dry until yesterday. We get this story out from The Atlantic. Sam Amick apparently reporting that the Suns had a COVID-19 outbreak, right? And that's good news, right? That means that it wasn't our fault we lost. But we all know better than that. You know, this story doesn't help. It doesn't make us look good either way. Before I break down why I feel that way, please guys, hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe. We're working out here for you, okay? We just hit 1,000 subs. We appreciate all of you for that help, but we're trying to hit 2K at some point, so help us out. Don't forget to subscribe. Now, in my opinion, this doesn't look good either way. Either the Suns leak this information after the fact, using it kind of like a cudgel, you know, an excuse of why we played so poorly, and it could be true. Either way, it's not going to look good. The other way is that this is just coming out naturally, and it's kind of exposing the Suns for, I don't know, potentially not telling the truth or playing COVID sick players against healthy players. And I mean, that doesn't look good. Now the Suns are claiming that they followed all the rules, and the NBA has been maybe a little too lenient with the COVID rules this current postseason. The other teams are dealing with it. Steve Kerr had it. Like, we're not the only ones that are still dealing with COVID. COVID, believe it or not, still exists in our country. So did we play our players knowing they had COVID? We're going to get into that. So first things first here. Suns assistant Brian Gates tested positive after Game 6, which prevented him from coaching in Game 7. So right there, we officially have at least one person in our immediate organization who contacts and touches and talks to the players. Brian Gates, who couldn't coach because he had it. It says, while an unnamed player reportedly tested positive the day after Game 7. So, I mean, obviously a player had it. Now, what is the likelihood that that player only got it the day after? Like, that was when, I don't know. I mean, this looks bad, right? It's an excuse. We lost because we had COVID. Like, no one's gonna believe that. No one wants to hear us saying that, but it could be true. So I'm kind of torn on this story. I don't even really know 100% how I feel. I guess I'm going to figure out as this rant goes along. A source close to the Mavericks told The Atlantic that they were concerned about a COVID-19 outbreak during the series after hearing rumblings as early as Game 5 that the Suns were dealing with it. So, didn't it seem like we were kind of playing like with COVID? I mean, it didn't seem like it at the time, but if you were to tell me that now in retrospect, I could believe it. We played like the way Cam Newton played when he came back from COVID after he played really good for the Patriots. I don't know if you guys remember that. He played for the Patriots his first year, played really good the first few games, got COVID, comes back, looks like a shell of himself. You could say the exact same thing about the Suns. They were a shell of themselves. Now, Luka had a lot to do with that. He destroyed us. But the tired legs, the tired jumpers, the uninterested nature in which you saw people floating around the key, not really getting involved, and I don't know. The Suns got their backs blown out by the Mavericks. That's the bottom line. But the interesting thing here to me is that if this is true, yes, it makes us look bad either way. If this is true, that the Suns caught COVID and we were dealing with a rash of it during this series, I'm not so scared of running it back next year. You know, If that's the reason why we couldn't play up to our standards, you know, I'm not so scared about bringing damn near everybody back next year. Like, doesn't that change the math on how you feel about the Suns? I hope it's true, because that's the only explanation for how the Suns could play such dumpster juice basketball. So, guys, gals, tell me in the comments below. Do you hate this story? Do you like this story? Obviously, no one wants anyone having COVID, but Luka, I guess, was feeling under the weather his first game against the Warriors. I mean, he might have caught it from us. Obviously, we had it. That is true. We did Zoom meetings for like the outgoing season meetings where you're saying goodbye to players and they're kind of, they were trying to contain this thing. And I just feel like if it's true, it sucks how it makes us look like we're just making excuses. But if it's true, I would feel a lot better about the Suns next season. Just having Chris Paul, like, maybe that's why he was so washed. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button, and like I said, subscribe. Can't wait to talk to you guys next time. We're going to try to do some more live streams. We're thinking either Sunday or Wednesday. So also in the comments, let us know. Do you guys prefer a Sunday podcast or a Wednesday podcast? Maybe a Tuesday? We're going to try to figure out something to be a little bit more consistent for y'all. And it's not too far away that we're going to have the draft. And, you know, we love to live stream the painful summer league. But let us know in the comments. Can't wait. Until next time, y'all, go Suns, go Suns.